Okay, so to start off today's look, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Matte Primer. This is a new primer to me. At the point of this video, I think I tried it probably, maybe 2 or 3 times previous to this video. And I used it with different foundations and for different lengths of time, and it just wasn't my favorite. I really felt like you could see it underneath my foundation. Everywhere I applied it, you could see it, and it would ball up around the edges, and it just wasn't my favorite. Although I did love the way it felt when it was on the skin and how like smooth it was to apply, I just didn't love it, so I ended up returning it. But I would definitely suggest giving it a try. It might work for your skin, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. So here I'm just going in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 15 Fair, and I'm just spot concealing before I put my foundation on. Then I spray my face with the Mario Badescu Rosewater spray, and then I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation and my NYX Total Coverage Drops. Oh, I can't remember. I think it's Total Control Drops. I'm applying the L'Oreal in the center of my face where I need more coverage and more oil control. And then I'm just going to apply some drops of the NYX on the perimeters just to ensure that I get a full coverage finish. And then I'm spraying my face again to just dampen the foundation. And then I'm going to go in with my sponge and I'm just going to blend that all around. I really love this duo. I think that they work really well together. I'm not a total big fan of, well, that's not fair. I enjoy both on their own, both foundations solely on their own, but the NYX one on my skin, I just need something that's slightly more mattifying. I kind of get too oily for it. And then the Infallible one can almost be too drying for me and too matte. So I think they balance each other out really well. I'm just going around and bouncing this on my face, really pushing it into the skin, making sure I'm getting a good seamless blend. I'd also like to add that I'm really trying to work on my setup and my filming setup, especially. I really am trying to get a hang of this filming thing and the settings, and my background is horrible. I really need to figure that out. So thank you guys for being patient and understanding. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. And I'm putting some of that under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my chin, my upper lip, my forehead. And then underneath my eyes, I'm also going to mix in there some of that Fit Me just to balance out how light of a shade that Urban Decay one is. And then I go ahead and just push that into the skin just like the foundation. And I'll take the concealer up onto my lids because that is my favorite way to prime before eyeshadow. I think it just works so well. To me, it's really unbeatable. I'm not the biggest fan of eyeshadow primers. I think they're a gimmick, honestly. But if you're someone who might suffer from super oily lids, you might really like eyeshadow primer. But I would definitely give the concealer a try. It also is cutting corners in your makeup budget because you don't have to buy multiple products. You just have to buy one. Then I'm going in with the Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 05 Fair. And I'm pushing that under my eyes with a brush first, so to absorb the moisture initially. And then I'm going to go in and then bake on top of that. For me, that gives a super flawless finish without making my under eyes look crepey or honestly wrinkly and just lackluster. They are definitely a sore spot for me. I really want to try to find a eye cream or something that can help my under eyes because they are in a bad place, let me tell you. Then I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild pressed powder in the shade Warm Light, which is a really nice fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna push that into my skin, kind of do some circles, swipe it over my skin just to work it onto that foundation really well and absorb that moisture and really set my foundation in place so my oils don't totally move all of my foundation around. Then I'm going to go in with the Megaglo contouring palette from Wet n Wild in the shade Dulce de Leche. And I'm going in with the contour shade with a dual fiber brush, and I'm just kind of working that onto my cheekbones and the temples of my forehead, or whatever you would call it. I guess they're just the temples. I'll swipe whatever excess product I have onto the top of my forehead just to balance out the warmth on my face and along my jawline. After that, I will go in and contour. Since using this product, I'm not using as much contour just because this bronzer is slightly darker than the bronzer I typically use. So I don't need as much contour. It really does double duty if I wanted to. But I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D shade in Sombre in the original Shade and Light palette. As you can see, my palette is extremely dingy. I need a new one. But I just go in with my brush and I really pack that into my what's that called? My cheekbone, my like that indentation. I can't believe I'm forgetting what that's called, but whatever. Then I'm going to go in and just blend that and work it all together with that brush that I use to set my foundation. And then I'm going to go in with the NYC Cheek Glow in Riverside Rose, which is a nice neutral pink for blush today. I really like to apply a decent amount of that blush just because it is it's not very pigmented, which I like in a blush. Then I go in with that lighter shade in that contour palette and I just cut my contour. I kind of chisel it out. I use it as a quote unquote makeup eraser to sharpen up those contour lines. Then I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes palette in the shade Wheat, and I'm using that as my transition to shade for today's look. Then I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics, what is this called? Their Zodiac palette, and I'm going in with the shade, the matte shade for Aquarius, and I'm working that into my crease just to deepen it up a bit, give it more definition, and start to build the base of the matte colors that we're going to be going in with. Then I'm going in with the matte shade for Sagittarius, and I'm really then creating the shape that I'm going for. So you can see me kind of winging that shadow out, and really giving it its defining shape that we're going for in the end. I am going to be doing liner for this look, so it also helps as a guide for the liner and make the look make the look more structured and angular as opposed to rounding out that edge. So I'm just going in, working that in really good. Then I'm going in with the matte shade from Scorpio, and I'm going in with a nice dense pencil brush straight into my crease, really cutting it almost like a cut crease, really adding some good definition in there. And then I'm going to go back in with that M433 brush from Morphe, and I'm just really going to work that out and blend it out. We don't want any harsh lines in any look really, but in this one in specific, with how chiseled and how cut this crease is, we really want to make sure those matte shades are blown out. Then I'm going in with my Urban Decay concealer and a very tiny angled liner brush, and I'm cutting my crease. And to do this, I look straight into a mirror. Because I have hooded eyes, I want to make sure that cut crease is visible and it doesn't just get tucked away under my crease in my eyes. So in order to do that, to make sure that you can see it, I look straight into a mirror as if my eyes were open, like I was talking to somebody, to make sure that I get enough space cut out, I guess, for the shimmer shades we're going to go in with. So I'm going in with Aries and Sagittarius, the shimmer shades in that palette, and just a random flat dense synthetic brush, and I'm just packing that onto that concealer. I went in also with my finger to give it more sheen, but I just worked that in real tight along that concealer line, and then I'm going back in with the M433 brush and blending that outer corner of matte shades into the shimmer color. Then to deepen the look, I'm going back in with the matte shade from Scorpio, and I'm using my pencil brush along that top crease line, and I'm just adding more definition and really deepening the look to give it some dimension. Then I'm going back in with that M433 brush. I absolutely love that brush, to then further blend that out. As you can see there, that's kind of what the finished just not eyeliner, just the eyeshadow look like. Then I'm going in with eyeliner. That part I didn't film. It takes a really long time, so if you guys wanted to see an in-depth liner video, I could do that, but for the sake of time, I just filmed it. Well, no, actually I didn't. I did it off camera. Then I'm just going to go in with those 3 matte shades again. I'm going in with the Aquarius matte shade, Sagittarius, and then Scorpio, to put depth and dimension underneath my lower lash line, working it into that eyeliner just to make sure it's all seamless. Then I'm highlighting my inner corner with Moonlight Pearls from e.l.f., applying some lip plumper, then going in with the same e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls, I should say, highlighter to highlight my cheekbones and the rest of my face. I apply some on a damp sponge and I press it into my cheekbones, and then I apply my highlighter on top of that so it has something to stick to, and it really gives it that extra pop that it needs. Okay, obviously we have some sirens. I apologize. Please ignore that. Then I'm going to go in and apply some to my nose, and with my finger just some to the very top of the bridge of my nose and my upper lip. I love this highlighter. It is so good for people with super fair skin. Then I'm spraying my face to settle all the powders with the Badescu spray, and then finishing it off with the Wet n Wild matte setting spray. Although I didn't like the primer, I absolutely love the setting spray. I wish it came in a bigger bottle. Can they please listen to me, Wet n Wild, please make a bottle like 3 times that size, like a typical Urban Decay size. Please listen to us. Then I'm going in with the Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve, and I'm just lining my lips per usual, overlining the top lip, not the Cupid's bow, just the outsides, to give my lips more symmetry, as they are horribly unsymmetrical. This is my all-time favorite lip liner. It is the bomb. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Superstay. I believe so. I think it's the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in Seductress. I know the shade is Seductress, but I hope I'm getting the name of the product right. Then I'm just applying that on my lips everywhere, working it into the lip liner, making sure everything is blended. It was definitely a bold color choice for a bold eye, but I kind of was feeling it today. I didn't want to do a nude lip. And I really love the formula of these liquid lipsticks. They stay sticky. They don't completely become transfer proof, but they are so comfortable to wear, and they're so opaque. Then I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara, absolute fave. Just applying a coat of mascara to my upper lashes and lower lashes to prep my eyes for falsies. And then I'm just going to go in with the Ardell 601 lashes and the Duo Lash Glue. And I'm just applying those per usual. I had already had these lashes trimmed to my eye. Once again, if you want an in-depth lash tutorial, I can definitely do that. Okay guys, so that is the final look. This took me, seriously, I think almost 3 hours to film. It's a pretty in-depth look, and I understand that if I'm not showing everything the way I should. Like, I'm really trying to get down this editing thing and filming, and I know the lighting got crappy today, but I really just want to be putting out videos for you guys, just so you guys can get a feel for my style and the way that I do things and the products that I use. And go ahead and let me know what you guys would like to see. I can do anything if you guys want to see how to apply lashes, an eyebrow tutorial, my skincare routines, anything like that. I really want to try my best to be pumping out videos for you guys. This is all so new, and it's kind of weird talking to a camera, but at the same time, it's just exciting. But yeah, this is the final look. Again, I apologize if the lighting is total crap. It's loud. There's so many get-togethers happening in my neighborhood right now. But yeah, so go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.